it sucks. If you don't heal, you will remain stuck. I feel like healing has given me more issues. I'm in a healthier place, I'm in a healthier situation, environment, healthier people, but I don't feel healthier. Still so loud. Today's video is going to be about why healing feels like falling behind, but isn't. Now, if you're like me, you might be healing from some things. You might be in a season of healing, as one might call it. Be feeling things that you didn't have the capacity to feel while you were going through them. You might be trying to move forward with your life and put those things behind you so that they don't bleed into other areas. Whatever the reason for wanting to heal, it is valid and it is good, and I commend you, because it is quite a journey and it is not easy work. It's not for the faint of heart, for sure. Now, there's a lot of different reasons. I'm going to give you seven of the ones that I feel like are the main reasons or the most prevalent in society, maybe just in my life. But if you relate, go ahead and let people know down below in the comment section. I feel like there's a lot of us that feel like this, but it's not talked about enough, and I just feel like it's a good time to talk about it now. When? If not now, when? If not I, who? I don't know. So, and I like to, yeah. So why does healing feel like you're falling behind? But it's not falling behind. We measure success in our society, especially here in America, here in the West, the Western world. We measure success by promotions, careers, if you're getting married or not, if you have kids, if you're getting promotion, if you have a car, a nice car, etc. And healing, going through a healing process, therapy, whatever it is, does not give you a trophy. You don't get a round of applause. Sometimes nobody is there to cheer you on. Sometimes nobody notices it. And I mean, people are dealing with their own shit and their own stuff going on in their lives, so they don't always see when somebody else is going through something, or they do and there's nothing they can do about it, or they don't have the capacity to do anything about it. And it can be incredibly painful to watch somebody that you love go through something painful and then go through the process of trying to heal from that. And it can be draining. It can feel like you're taking on their emotional load. If you're like hypersensitive like me, it really feels like you're taking it on, and like it's really heavy and it's really hard to deal with. So healing, therapy, whatever it is that you're doing to heal, it usually doesn't give you a trophy or a round of applause or anything like that. Sometimes there's absolutely no recognition. Even after your life could be completely turned around, you might not get any recognition, and you just kind of have to be okay with that, I guess. I want to feel seen and understood, and especially if I feel like I'm being attacked for like what I'm not doing or where I'm not in life, but I feel like it's in large part because of the environment that I grew up in or the people around me. It's hard to like not feel defensive over that, and it's hard to not get recognition for what you have done, or if you turn your life around. Sometimes people just, you're your only cheerleader, and that's why it's so important to be secure in yourself and have self-identity and self-worth and independence. And I don't have a lot of that, and I'm working on it. It's hard, especially in today's society. And yeah, it's just hard. It's just really freaking hard. Your brain will tell you that if no one's acknowledging it, then it's not real. It's like pics or it didn't happen kind of thing. Like if nobody notices, says anything, etc., then it's not real. It didn't happen. You haven't done enough. You're still not worthy. And that's what like your brain will tell you. It's not true. It's not. But that's what your brain tells you sometimes. And I know that's what my brain tells me sometimes. And that's not fun. It's not fun to listen to that little devil on your shoulder. So you have to try and have an angel on your shoulder to fight that. You know what I mean? Healing is like internal work mostly. You can like, healing your body is sometimes external, but a lot of it even then is internal. Like physical therapy is internal. Most of recovering physically is mental, and you need that or else it probably won't work. It'll be really hard. Yeah. I don't remember where I was going with that, but I had a plan. Also, I just keep looking at my little earrings. They're little gingerbread houses. I'm obsessed with them. Anyways, healing's often invisible, especially at first. People won't notice it. It's like going to the gym. Like at first, for the first like month, there probably won't be much visible progress. You might feel yourself getting stronger even, but other people might not say anything. Like all the daily battles, all the little challenges that you've overcome, and it can feel like, how do people not understand how hard I'm working? How do people not understand? And that's really discouraging. Sometimes people in your life will just hold you back from healing, and you might need to just walk away and kick the dust from your feet and just, you know, leave them in the past. And that's not always a bad thing. It can be incredibly hard though, and I don't do it. I hang on, I grip onto relationships, friendships, anything as hard as I possibly can until no longer physically possible. Like I basically like fall, like I give, it's until failure. Like I am hanging and gripping, and then it ends, and it's so sad. And I never want to be the one to like walk away, but sometimes you have to like take that initiative and do what's best for yourself. Gotta do what you gotta do. You have to break the cycle, even if nobody's helping you and nobody's like recognizing it or seeing it. You have to do it for your future. Like if you choose to have children, they'll be affected by your stuff just as much as you were affected by your parents' stuff. So healing is incredibly important. Like I said, everyone's in their own head and their own world, dealing with their own stuff, and it's either other people's stuff becomes invisible to them or they just can't help. And sometimes it can be like disappointing because you were really counting on them, or you really thought they would pull through for you, but it's just, there's, what is it, like 8 billion people in the world now, something like that. Everybody's going through like so much. It's like that picture of like traffic, and it's like there's families everywhere, everyone is a human doing their own thing. Like they all have their own shit, and so you have to give people grace sometimes, but it's really hard. The simple fact is not everybody has that safe community, that safe friend, that safe family member, and we should all want to be that for other people. If there's just somebody in your life that you think needs like, I don't know, a little encouragement, you just gotta be like, hey, like shoot them a text and be like, hey, I see how hard you're working, like go off queen. Everybody just needs a little bit of encouragement, and to know that, like, imagine how good it would feel if the things you were doing were recognized, and then do that unto others. Go out and spread the kindness and the goodness and the sweet words and encouragement, and be other people's cheerleaders, so that if for nothing else, like hopefully the karma will return it to you, but you should just do it anyways, honestly. First reason, that was all just an intro. Now onto the reasons. We have reason number 1 is that our society is, here in Western society, and frankly a lot of other societies too, the hustle culture is intense. I don't know when it started. I guess that might be like the American dream, kind of, was like, come here, build your life like from the ground up, pull up your bootstraps and like make your life happen. And that was true, but there's a lot working against us, honestly. Like there's just a lot working against us. It's overwhelming. Not everyone has nearly any resources. It's just, honestly, unless you started with a leg up around now, it's a little bit stressful out here. It's just a bit stressful. In our culture, where it's all hustle and all comparison, and what do they have? How can I get it? Commercials. Look at this fancy life some people can live. Here's how to get it, and we can give it to you for a low price of like your fucking arm and a leg and your soul, possibly. It's a lot. And in that culture, it treats slowing down like laziness, resting as giving up, pausing as failing. Like, you can't take a nap, like you're just not supposed to sleep. I worked at a job where the motto was literally wake up early, stay up late. And I was like, when do you sleep though? When do you do anything else? And it was, some companies are like, will you do more for us than what we pay you for? And they do get upset when you answer like no, like I expect, because you can't let them take advantage of you, but so many people get taken advantage of at work. So clearly it is an issue. This is so good. Oh my goodness. If Arizona Tea wants to sponsor me, I would greatly appreciate it. So it treats slowing down as laziness, resting as giving up, and pausing as failing. So then when we stop pushing ourselves, more like shoving or honestly drop kicking ourselves fucking forward to get through life. When we stop doing that, it brings up feelings of shame, guilt, anxiety, depression, comparison. The list goes on and on. Need I continue? It sucks because pausing is necessary. Slowing down is necessary. Taking time. Sleeping is necessary. Taking time to eat. Taking time to like be mindful, move your body, sleep like 7 to 9 hours a night consistently, have a healthy routine, see people so that you have a community outside of just online. That all takes a lot of time, and there's not a lot of time in the day. There's 24 hours in a day, and I hear that saying all the time. They're like, there's 24 hours in a day, what are you gonna do with that? But like, what am I gonna do with that? Because I've tried. And if you're like me and you have like ADHD, or there's people like, I get a little anxiety, but I have friends who hate going grocery shopping, who hate going anywhere. They end up sometimes missing out because it's just so stressful out there. I've had situations that I'm like, oh my god, I'm never going out in public again. Like, it's just not fun out here sometimes. Stopping is very necessary, and healing may look like you're doing less, but it will give you so much, like so much more in your life. It will give you more life, and it will literally, if you can learn how to slow down and stop and reset and adapt that way, rather than being in survival mode 24/7, 365 days a year for your entire life, you will add add so much to your life, so much enjoyment. You'll add years to your life. And I'm not good at that. I feel like sometimes when I'm slowing down, it's because I'm just frankly exhausted and burnt out. So to avoid that, you should start doing this before you get to that point. It would be my humble 2 cents. I digress. It gives you more longevity, more peace, more energy, more passion. More energy, more passion, more peace. Anyways, now on to number 2. You tied your worth to your productivity. That has you feeling like you are failing now that you're not being quote unquote productive or societally productive. Like, you're not going to a 9 to 5, you're not making anything, but you are actively working towards a better life, towards a happier life, towards a more full, longer, happier, healthier, everything life. You know what I mean? You've tied your work to productivity, then you probably feel like your value came from being useful. It came from being high achieving, being needed by people, being the strong one in your friend group, in your family, whatever it is, being the strong one. It's so freaking exhausting, so exhausting. And then when you're healing, it feels like you're like, who am I without all of this? Who am I if my friends don't need me? Who am I if my family doesn't need me? Who am I if I'm not helping this person? Who am I if I'm not being the star in the office? Who am I if I'm not the star athlete? Who am I if I don't have 30 billion friends? Who am I if I, the list goes on, and you can apply it to anything in your life. Like, who would you be like without the people around you? Do you still have a sense of yourself and identity and everything like that? All that good stuff. Number 3 is that you finally feeling things instead of ignoring them. Because when we ignore them and avoid them, you are usually numbing, dissociating, surviving, honestly. But healing removes those distractions, and you have to actually feel your feelings. Suddenly your emotions are louder, your days feel heavier, time feels slower. It's like when you're at a job you hate, and then the hours just drag on and on, or you're at school and you're miserable, minutes drag on, and you're just watching every second tick by. It feels like that because you're slowing down and you're feeling things, and you're actually present instead of dissociating and just surviving and stuff. So part of why you're feeling like you're falling behind or stuck is because you're finally present with your emotions and with what's happening in your life, and you're no longer just flying through it, dissociating and not feeling anything and avoiding it. So it can really be difficult. It's an adjustment. It's not comfortable at all. But like I said, like it benefits you so much to do these things, especially young, especially before, you've gone through so much life and like feel like you have to look back and be disappointed. Figure this out young if you can. Like reason number 4 is comparison doesn't stop just when you slow down or when you stop. Social media doesn't stop. People don't stop posting. The world doesn't stop going round, and it sometimes you just really need the world to stop, but it won't. And society doesn't stop. The world doesn't stop. World events don't stop. Politics don't stop. Everything doesn't stop. And I wish we could just stop it just for a minute and like reset and just you could have like a button that you're like like the Flash, when he goes into flash time and everything just slows down and he can think through stuff for as long as he needs to. That's what we need. That's what I want for Christmas. Putting that out there to the universe. So then you're watching people get jobs, have families, get married, get promotions, make more money, go places, travel, fulfill their dreams, do all the things, and you feel like you're not doing that. Even if you have done it in the past or you've never gotten a chance to. Either way, it's difficult to watch that happen and to just be okay with it and to like move forward and not beat yourself up and compare yourself and feel like you're falling behind. Your nervous system is telling you everyone else is moving forward and I'm stuck. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in the past. I'm stuck in my cycles. I'm stuck in addiction. I'm stuck in this job. I'm stuck in this tax bracket. I'm stuck in whatever it is. But everybody's on their own timeline and everybody has their own path, and I wish that everybody got the resources that would make it more accessible for everyone to do everything, like education, getting a house, having a family, what have you. But like I said, that's not the world we live in. I hope it's the world we can create. I really hope my generation steps forward and makes the world a better place so that there's not quite so much healing that we have to do, because it's a lot, and the world creates a lot of healing that we shouldn't have to go through, but we do. Also, I just realized these lights are like hella flickery in the camera. I feel like, has it been doing that the whole time? Apologize. I really hope I don't have to refilm this whole thing. I don't know. Number 5, not 10, 5. Healing requires unlearning, not just learning. You're adding new skills, hobbies, goals, routines, habits, whatever it is, but it feels like you're losing. Sometimes you are losing. You're losing relationships, friendships, jobs, opportunities, time, energy, bandwidth. Sometimes it feels like you're losing brain cells, coping mechanisms that maybe weren't healthy. You're losing cycles that, despite being unhealthy, felt comfortable to your nervous system because that's what it knew. Losing versions of you that no longer serve you, that were there to help you survive but aren't benefiting you and might be hurting you now. And that can feel like you're dying, because losing yourself in any way, even if it's to become better, to become just changing like that, it's hard. It's just hard. My nose is so blocked. Coping loss can feel like you're regressing even when you're growing and turning into something better and more beautiful. But it can really feel like you are regressing and going back and just falling behind. We are almost done. It's only been like 36 minutes. That's not bad, like 40 minutes. Number 6. I almost said 6. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, healing really threatens the version of you that only felt worthy and good enough and okay when you were exhausted, when you were drained mentally, when you were drained physically, when you were being there for everyone, when you were pleasing everyone, when everyone was proud of you, but you didn't even recognize yourself in the mirror. That version of you is not, it didn't make you more worthy. Like, it doesn't, you don't have to earn the right to rest. You don't have to earn the right to eat. You don't have to earn the right to do something you like instead of doing something productive, like to paint instead of working on emails. Like, obviously you want to like meet your goals, try and like get things done that you need to get done, but like that doesn't make you a more worthy person. It doesn't make you more worthy that you could get all your homework in on time, but I couldn't. Like, that doesn't have anything to do with your worth, your education, your career. Doesn't have anything to do with your work or with your worth. It doesn't. Your work doesn't have anything to do with your worth. It just doesn't. And society has told us that it does, but it doesn't. Number 6, I think I only have 6 official reasons. So I miscounted at first, but I like the number 7, it's fun, but I guess 6. Healing delays gratification. The amount of patience that healing takes is outrageous, in my opinion. I pray every day that God gives me more patience, not just with other people, but with myself, and feel like you've gotten to a place where you're not in that headspace or in that cycle or in that horrible situation anymore. That takes so much patience. It's not always fair. Sometimes people are stuck in stuff that they don't deserve for way too long, and it's not fair. And we have to do as much as we can for ourselves to not have that happen. So we have to try and have patience with ourselves and work towards that better version of ourselves that is healed and has moved past our past hurts and our past traumas and our past wounds and healed. And I'm not good at that, and I'm working on it, and that's why I'm making this video, just to talk about it and see if there's anyone else that feels that way, because I think there is. Healing rarely, if ever, gives instant rewards or instant gratification or instant recognition, but what it does give is stability, it's clarity, and it gives capacity. Especially later, you're gonna have the capacity to do more, to love yourself more, to love others more. You can't love others as well as you could to the fullest potential unless you love yourself and are able to live with yourself, and like, not in like a can't live with myself kind of way, but like being comfortable, being secure, like living with yourself in your own skin. You're gonna be able to love people so much better once you're able to do that, and once you're able to heal. It's kind of like investing in stocks rather than spending. It's hard and it's like not fun, but it pays off later in the future. It may not be super exciting in the moment, but like I said, it will give you so much more. It will give you more longevity. It will give you more peace. It will give you more happiness. It will give you better, healthier, stronger relationships, friendships, family dynamics. It'll help end cycles of dysfunctional families, dysfunctional people, if you can end the cycle. I keep hearing like group 7. If you search group 7 on Netflix, it's movies and shows about being the person that's breaking the cycles in your family and in your generation. And I think that it really does apply to my generation. And if there's any young people out there who relate to that, let me know what you want to talk about next. I'm not by any means like certified or giving like advice. It's just my experience and the like journey I'm on right now, and I'm not doing it perfectly by any means, but I just really like to talk about it, and I think that it helps, and I process things out loud. So I thought maybe somebody might want to listen and see if they relate. I don't know. I know that slowing down, living intentionally, healing, being present has made me feel like I'm falling way behind. I feel like healing has given me more issues with like inattention and this and that, not because I'm not present, but because I'm feeling everything and I'm actually present. And so it's harder at work, or it's harder when I'm trying to do things that require a lot of focus, because I'm finally not dissociating and just focusing on that. And that can be really confusing, because you're like, I'm in a healthier place, I'm in a healthier situation, environment, healthier people, but I don't feel healthier. I feel like the fruits of my labor aren't showing or reflecting that. And sometimes, like I said, you just have to be patient. It will come. If you don't heal, you will remain stuck. If you do work on it, that's the only way you have a chance to get out the other side and heal and break the cycle and help those around you and be at your fullest capacity. And the reason I felt like I was falling behind when I was slowing down and healing, and the reason I feel like I'm falling behind while I'm slowing down and healing is it's because I was measuring it with the wrong things. I was measuring it by my career, or my lack of career, or my lack of education, or lack of confidence, whatever it is. Like, I was measuring it by the wrong things. Our system is not built to recognize rest and recovery and healing. It's not talked about a lot, but healing isn't just like an obstacle or a detour that you might take. It's the road to happiness, to your dreams, to everything. And it's so worth it, even though it's so hard sometimes. And I'm going through it right now with you. And if this resonated with you, you're not alone. I see you, I hear you. You can rant about it in the comments below. I'll rant with you. I don't have anything to do, really. We can just rant back and forth. If you have any thoughts or advice, please share them. If you have any advice, frankly, please leave it down below, because I need it and somebody else probably needs it. So keyboard warriors, come if you want to walk through this together, which I am by no means perfect or graceful, but check out my channel and maybe subscribe, and we can go through this together and be a happy little family, and I would love that. So thank you for watching. I love you, I see you, I hear you, and it's gonna be okay, and we can do this, we can get through it, and I believe in us. Bye.